was good. Was good. The sound's gonna be really weird. It's gonna be really weird. The sound. I think there's constant tapping noise. I think I'm using the iPhone 8, so like the iPhone 8 might be really weird right now. I think my phone is not the only one having a lot of trouble like this. I think there's a lot of phones right now that are having a little bit of difficulties with sound, and like the mic might be weird or something. But bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna be on live for like maybe 20 minutes or so before I go out. I'm gonna head out to my boxing lesson. So I woke up just like two hours ago, I think. Oh. That noise weird, right? Yeah. I know there's like tapping sounds. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. It might be. I don't know how annoying it is. If it's like to the point where it's unbearable and it gets really annoying, let me know. I can take this out. Am I getting a lack of sleep? No, I'm not getting no lack of sleep. I'm getting a very good amount of sleep. I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions. Let's see. I'm looking at the questions right now. What's my favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment right now, I've been listening to Meek Mill's new album. Meek Mill's new album is really tight. Meek Mill's album is really dope. It's kind of eye-opening if you guys don't watch a lot of Meek Mill, or if you guys, don't mess with Meek Mill. His recent album has a lot of good content on it, so you guys should check it out. Meek Mill, the reason why I really like Meek Mill, very well-spoken dude. I just watched recently. He had an interview on CNN talking about his issues with with criminal justice and whatnot. And I think it's really eye-opening. And listening to him speak is just really dope. So I think as much as his interviews, you get a lot out of his songs and his lyrics as well. So my favorite song, more than song at the moment, album, probably Meek Mill. Very dope. Another question. When you first got told you were going to debut, how did you react? Love from Cali. Man, for those of you guys who don't know, I started this thing really late. I started this whole music thing super late, and I came to Korea American age 19, so 20 in Korea. I came here when I was 19. Started trading when I was 20. Trained until I was around 25, and then I was told 24, 25, 24, a little bit close to my birthday. I was told I was going to debut finally, after a lot of trial and error, after a lot of plans that just kind of went south and didn't really happen. But as soon as my CEO told us we were going to debut, I was like, oh, like, it's finally going to happen, huh? Like, a part of me was like, is this really going to happen, or is it just another plan this time? Or is it just another thing that's going to be in the works? Like, is it going to happen for real this time? But seeing it go into the works and seeing it happen, like seeing the baby steps being taken one by one super fast, I was really excited. I think I got more excited while I was in the process of getting ready to debut than hearing that we were going to debut, because I've been here, we were going to debut for like the past 5 years, but when it finally got into the process, when we finally entered the whole process of making it happen, making it really turn into reality, I think that's what really got me really excited. So that's that right there. I think more than being told about the plan, being in the process got me even more hyped up. You know what I mean? What's the most important event that happened to me as an idol? Honestly, bro, like just being in front of you guys. You know what I mean? Being in front of you guys every day, just communicating with you guys, just interacting with fans and receiving that love and being able to, you know, uh, having that revitalize my soul every time, I think is always the best event ever. Like that, it's repetitive, and I love the fact that it's repetitive. Who is your inspiration in making music? I have a lot, man. I have a lot of inspiration when it came from making music. When it comes to making beats, it's always different. It depends on the time that I'm working on it. But these days, I've been listening to a lot of the old stuff I used to listen to, like when I was in junior high, when I was in high school. Because like those are the stuff that like, those are like the bangers that like really make you move or really make you think. You know what I mean? Like back then, like I don't know if you guys know Juvenile, but I recently listened to some Juvenile again, like Back That Thing Up, like that's a club banger right there. Like those kind of stuff, I kind of listen to when I want when I'm making beats, and like I feel like I want this beat to make people to move a certain way, to like feel it, to like bob their head a certain way. I kind of been listening to a lot of old stuff like 50 Cent, The Game. When it comes to lyrics. I think I get a lot of inspiration from J. Cole, and really just anyone that I constantly listen to. You know what I mean? I think subconsciously, I take in so much. So, as far as inspiration, these days when it comes to beats, I listen to a lot of old stuff. If I'm trying to make like something hot, like something dope, I kind of listen to who's hot now, like Billboard Top 100 stuff. If not, a lot of who inspired me this year was a lot of DJ Snake and a lot of Diplo. I was listening to a lot of their beats because their beats really make you like either jump, move, or just like, you know, make you want to just like, you know what I mean, like just bounce up and down and stuff. So yeah, I think that'll answer the question right there. Why do I look so sad? I'm not too sad. Next question. What do you do when you're sad? When I'm sad, depends on what the reason is. You know what I mean? It's like in the past, I've gone through breakups and that really broke me a couple times. And like, if it's breakups, I usually just kind of like let it make me sad. Kind of like just let time heal it. If not, I go and make music. I try to dance, but the biggest thing for me is I think I look for friends. I look for friends for that, and for that healing. Kind of advice from friends, because you need to have a good group of positive friends that are there for you when you're down, and they'll tell you, like, you need friends that know when to tell you you need to get your act straight. And you need friends to tell you that know when to tell you things that'll boost your confidence, that you don't need that girl, you don't need that, you don't need anything. So I think for me the biggest thing is it depends. If I'm sad because a song isn't coming out the way I want it to, I kind of just take a little bit of time away from it, listen to other stuff. If I'm sad because it all depends on what you can and cannot control. You know what I mean? Like if it's from a tragedy or something, usually I kind of just, try to think about things I'm grateful for. Try to have gratitude, and if not, like if it's something's like if it's a thing I can control, then I try to control it through putting my mind on something different, putting my mind on a mode where I'm like, it's cool, you know what I mean? I'm good. I'm still good. You know what I mean? Try to mind control, kind of like, convince myself that I'm okay, and that's generally what always has the biggest impact. But if that's not in control, I can look for my friends. If not, try to, let my atmosphere heal me. Try to find a different atmosphere. So, yeah, I think that's something I do when I'm sad. It's a good question. What advice do you have for someone who doesn't know what they want to do with their life? This could be the perfect time for you to explore. Exploration is of yourself, of the outside world. Exploration can bring you to so many new things. Try to find something you like doing more than, is this gonna make money? Is this gonna, bring me comfort? Is this gonna make me, help me live lavishly? Besides that, I think the biggest thing is this gonna be enjoyable? Am I gonna be happy? Is my soul gonna be happy? Is my, is my heart, is it gonna be in the right place while I'm doing this? I think, if you haven't found your niche, if you haven't found like that one thing you're really good at, try to find something you enjoy. Try to find something that really, really interests you, that when you do it, your mind isn't anywhere else. It's stuck on this. For instance, something I could suggest is if you feel like you have a creative side, try stuff that have to do with creativity. It could be anything. It could be like anything from just drawing. Just having a blank piece of paper in front of you and telling yourself like, okay, let me see what I could do with this. You know what I mean? I think that's a big question that you should ask yourself when you're exploring within yourself to see what you want to do with your life. And if you're already on a path, and you're studying and you have a major, but you're not enjoying it, you still gotta, if you're very far into it, while you do that, find your hobby. It's good to have your side thing where you, it helps you look at life more positively. It helps you be more active. It helps you be more just more positive. Just having something you enjoy in your life is a huge thing. And if you haven't found that yet, don't be sad about it. Don't be don't be down. Don't be like very discouraged about life. Just tell yourself it's a perfect time to explore. If you like traveling, try traveling. If you like creativity, try art. Anything that has to do with art. If you like writing, why don't you try writing a poem one time. Try writing some different stuff. On top of that, you can read. Try pick up a book, read something interesting you like. You can find something there. So that's what I gotta say about that. I want to know why everything is wrong with me. Why is everything wrong with me? I can't keep going. I've had, I'm not even gonna lie, I've had my time with huge, one thing that had a huge impact on my life was self-doubt. Self-doubt was one of the things that brought me down. To this day, even now, I still have self-doubt. I try to keep it out of my head, but I think self-doubt and self-consciousness is something that really, really brings down a person and really puts you at a lower place than you are, and in a lower place than everyone else sees you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think right now, to the person who put this question up, I think you're in a place of, I feel like, me personally, you're in a place of self-doubt, and you're in a place of very, very high self-consciousness. And man, there's so many different ways to get rid of that. Honestly, there's a lot of different ways to get rid of that. Like I said earlier, if you have something you like, practice it, have your mind on it. The reason a lot of people have self-doubt and self-consciousness is because they're so far away from what they want to obtain, and so far away from what people around them are trying to convince them to obtain, that like you don't know if you're gonna get there yet. You know what I mean? And I think for me, how I overcome self-doubt and self-consciousness, I try not to look too far ahead. I try to look at the task right in front of me. I try to see what I have to do now instead of in comparison to what I wish I had, that can only be obtainable through so many more steps. Do you know what I mean? So take your baby steps right now. You know what I mean? You could be far away from what you want to achieve, but you're not as far as you think. You know what I mean? You're not as far as you think, and you can definitely achieve it taking your baby steps. So I think to answer this question, convince yourself you can keep going. Convince yourself you can keep going. Don't look too far ahead. Look at what's in front of you, and achieve that task at hand. You know what I mean? The task at hand is what's important right now. You know, if your main goal is $1 million, you're not gonna make $1 million tomorrow. You know what I mean? $1 million isn't just gonna fall into your bank account tomorrow. It's not gonna happen. You have to take baby steps towards it. Before you make $1 million, you have to make 10. Before you make 10, after you make 10, you're gonna make 20, 50 to 100, 100 to 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000. It takes baby steps. You know what I mean? It takes a long time, but in the process, don't lose yourself. You know what I mean? Don't lose yourself, and don't let yourself fall into self-doubt and self-consciousness. It's hard. This is one of the hardest things in life, but I think in order to do that, you got to keep moving and don't look too far ahead. Yeah. Why am I still alive? I promise you there's a reason. There is a reason why you're still alive. It could be, I pray and hope you see the reason in your eyes soon, and I pray and hope it's for the better of this earth as well. So that's that right there. Ideal woman. What do I see what does BM see or want in the opposite sex, in the opposite gender? What do I look for? A healthy soul, I think. I think a healthy soul is everything. You know what I mean? Just knowing what you want to do. A woman that's well spoken and knows how to go for what they want to achieve. I think that's one of the sexiest traits a woman can have. And aside from being having their soul intact, having this intact too is very, very important. So I think that's when it comes down to it. Like if you're thinking about who I'm gonna marry, who I want to spend the rest of my life with, I think it's someone that one, knows how to give advice. Two, knows how to take advice. That's a big one. Knowing how to take advice without, you know what I mean, having you know what I mean, being too overconfident and stuff. Like knowing how to take advice is super important. Just knowing how to listen and knowing how to reply. Communication is everything. You know what I mean? So I think someone that's easy to communicate with, is on an intellectual level where they know what they're talking about, I think is a big thing. So yeah, having their soul intact, having their mind intact. A woman that got that, that's 100 in my book. So yeah. How tall am I? I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2" right now. So what concept would you like Card to try? That's a good one. Me personally, man, there's so many. You know what I mean? There's so many that I feel we can do, and there's so many I feel we could do well. And I think this question you could ask anybody. You could ask anybody. You can ask people in a company. You can ask fans. You can ask anybody. And this is all self-opinion. You know what I mean? Self-opinionated. Like, what do you want to see Card do? Me personally, I think just something hard. You know what I mean? Something hard, something confident. Um, when fans listen to it, when not even fans, it's anyone for that matter. When anyone listens to it, I want them to move in a way where it makes them feel confident. I want them to recite the lyrics back with the feeling that, you know what I mean, like, ooh, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? I'm the shit. And you can't tell me I'm the shit. I want you to feel like that when you recite back our songs. So as far as concept, something that really, really makes you feel like you're the shit, you know what I mean? So that's a good one. Card 2019, hell yes. Hell yes. We need that. What city, what countries, don't know yet, but wherever you are, invite us. Invite us. We would love to do a show in your city, so invite us. Yeah. I'm getting questions on comments as well. What are the things you want to achieve before you die? My favorite rappers to this day is Tupac and J. Cole, and the reason being is because how they made you feel before. J. Cole is still alive and well, but Tupac, for instance, Michael Jackson, for instance, how they made you feel before they passed and after they passed, it's forever. You know what I mean? It's forever, and it stays with you and it influences you for the rest of your life. I love the song "Keep Your Head Up," "Dear Mama" by Tupac. Like those songs, I go back to it a lot when I'm kind of not feeling like, you know, when my soul needs a little bit of recuperation. Those are songs I like. So I think my main goal, my main, you know, thing that I want to achieve before I pass is just positive influence on every generation, that's still alive, breathing, and well. Just positive influence. I want to be a reason that this world just moves a little bit more smoother. You know what I mean? Where people move a little bit more smoothly. So I think yeah, that's one of my biggest things. I'm gonna take 2 more questions because I actually have to head out. I wanted to do this thing real quick, this Insta Live real quick. So 2 more questions. What is my greatest hardship as an idol? This is a good one. I could go for days about this one, but I think the greatest hardship as an idol right now, as of now, currently, the anxiety and the worries of not being able to be up to par and not being accepted by the world is the greatest hardship as an idol. And this is not only for me. This is for every idol. So you guys don't understand the type of influence you guys have on idols, on people just doing music in general. You know what I mean? The fact that you love and support them is the biggest thing. Is the biggest thing, because worrying that we're not going to be accepted, worrying that we're not going to be, you know, supported, that, you know, just another way to put it is just kind of being anxious about whether or not we might flop. I think that's the biggest hardship ever. So moments before that music video comes up, moments before the song comes up, I think those could be one of the most fearful moments of any artist's life. You know what I mean? Yeah, at that time. So greatest hardship as now, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say just the fact that it might not be accepted or up to par as much as we want it to. So yeah, it's gonna be the last question. What do I do when I go through a lot of stress? A lot of things. Write lyrics, try to make new beats, listen to songs, read a book. If not, I recently haven't been able to attend often, but I recently started hitting a boxing gym. trying to, you know what I mean, get my hands a little bit stronger. Try to build these hands a little bit. Not to fight physically, like, you know what I mean, not to have physical altercations with people, but just to keep my mind straight, because boxing is very, very helpful in staying focused. You know what I mean, you can't think of anything else besides the target in front of you and the way your punches are gonna land. So I think boxing is something that helps me get through a lot of stress. If not, music. I'm in love with music. I love music. I love what I do. I love dancing. I love performing. So, I love videography. I love audio. So, you know, anything that has to do with that helps me release stress. So, yeah, man. With that being said, I hope this Insta Live was helpful for some of you guys. I hope it could be a little bit of positive energy towards the day you're having right now. If you're about to go to bed, have a good sleep, sweet dreams to you. And if you just starting your day up, I hope it'll be full of smiles, full of positive energy, full of a lot of motivation. So, yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to end this Insta Live on that note. Thank you guys for tuning in. And, yeah, man, peace and love always. Peace out.